Slade. Gonna see some. What is this? Rob versus Yoshi versus Rob. So this is gonna be fun. Gonna see what these two gonna duke it out. What stage they're gonna start on, and we're just gonna jump right into it.
Yeah, it looks like Town and City is the starting stage. These are two characters that love to box and be aggressive, but can always back off and toss out a couple of projectiles when they need to be. So it's going to be interesting to see who takes up a lead and gets the tempo going their way and starting this match.
Yeah, I mean, right out the gate, we kind of see 8BitMan controlling space, throwing out that gyro, making sure that Slade has that notice that, yeah, I have projectiles, you're going to have to deal with them, but hey, throwing out some eggs is a good way to kind of counter camp it.
And then just 17 down tilts in a row, and that'll do. It's like, all right, time to fight.
Nothing says, oh, good warm-up like just getting hit by the same move 6, 7 times in a row. Pretty great.
Rob down tilt, hell of a move.
Yeah, it's souped up. And even catching Yoshi there with his jumps with the Nair and
he used the reflector. He used the side B, the rotor arms to actually reflect the projectiles. You see that so rarely because of its slow startup. But yeah, you have to be aware of that because that can actually convert. It should be confirmed into itself if it reflects an egg.
Oh, really? That's going to be fun to see. Hopefully 8BitMan manages to kind of impress us somehow. He threw him up. He wanted the gyro to hit him, but it was a little bit too far away there. And is avoiding just the narrowest of deaths from these up smashes.
And 8BitMan doing a good job of playing out of disadvantage. The real problem with Rob is that a lot of his moves in the air, other than forward air, have a ton of startup. So if you get put in a disadvantageous spot where you have to toss out a hitbox, you can find yourself in a bit of a rough spot against characters like Yoshi, who has amazing frame data.
Yeah, Yoshi's deceptively great here, but if you're at 150% off stage, just looking for something.
Barry up smash? Oh, he went for the up air, and good no mash there.
The no mix-up, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna, hey, I don't need to mash. Let's see what's gonna happen. But hey, eventually gets swatted out of the air.
I'm loving Slade's patience here. He just kind of like looks at 8BitMan when 8BitMan has like a gyro in his hand, or when 8BitMan's like tossing out a couple projectiles. He's not really influenced by 8BitMan's patient waiting style.
Yeah, it's really kind of good to see that patience is a very key factor in this matchup. So it's kind of good to have.
Okay, the gyro interrupting 2 attempts by Yoshi.
Yeah, that could definitely
Jailbreak?
be rough. Yes, sir, and that's going to be a quick stock, a good buy 8BitMan, and good on Slade for actually not being too far behind in the percentage after losing it a pretty decent length of time ago. But of course, as I say that, he's getting a lot of gyros in the face.
Luckily, the gyro's thrown object doesn't really do too much, so you have to convert it out of it. Like, it doesn't do too much percent, that is. It sets up for just about everything, but if Slade's able to use his good drift, he can actually, like, weave in and out of, like, these hitboxes by Robin. Just taking 2 or 3 damage from gyro isn't the worst.
Yeah, and it looks like Slade's trying to kind of keep him on notice with some of those eggs, and even catching the gyro once or twice here, but just rolls into the grab. Looking for something to mix him up. No mash again, but
the boosted up B he used to get that pursuit, that was so sick by 8BitMan.
Yeah, it was.
And then
actually the laser. Yeah, he actually snipes it, bounces it off the Town and City platform or stage rather to kind of get it, sink it in, and my goodness, 8BitMan's looking pretty snazzy so far.
The immediate cancel out of the egg, but getting a regrab. Interesting, like, choice to pummel. That was super greedy with like 3 at a character that's only at 60.
Yeah, a little bit greedy there, but hey, maybe it was all according to plan because so far it is looking pretty decent for Slade. Kind of putting a lot of pressure on this game, but 8BitMan, once he gets a hit, he can get a few more in tow. 71% now. Even percentage is what a stock deficit for Slade.
Just trying for a few smash attacks. Like, even, this is when you know it gets desperate, when you start seeing players toss out smash attacks that have no chance of killing.
Oh yeah, there's some desperation there. And he gets the up, no up air though, misses the conversion, and that could be dangerous.
8BitMan has all the stage control right now, but the egg bailing out Slade right there. Dash attack to get center stage back again. He needs this conversion. He needs to take the stock. 8BitMan already has him very nearly at kill percent from just throw conversions.
Yeah, 140%. If 8BitMan gets a grab here, it's basically said and done. Oh my goodness, Nair almost sending him off the top. 8BitMan's fishing for something, fishing for anything, has the gyro, throws it down to get rid of it. Egg roll coming out to get back. Actually, that's a great way to get back to center stage there.
Tossing out just a couple eggs. He's not trying to commit to anything. He's terrified, but then the up smash. 8BitMan did not jump in, and he goes for the mix-up, gets the up throw, and finishes the game.
Yes, sir, and pretty good stuff by 8BitMan, following the script to a T, you know, has his game plan in mind, and it works out pretty well, even though Yoshi is kind of a tough opponent.
Yeah, this matchup's relatively interesting. Like, it feels like if Yoshi, like, super hard commits to camping, Rob might be able to just trade or go even with lasers, because lasers are a lot quicker than eggs with their arcing projectile range. However, if it feels like if Rob is in disadvantage, Yoshi can just eat him alive. Like, Rob's only ability to, like, hit above him is up air, and those arms are hitboxes and hurtboxes. So Yoshi's forward air can trade, and Rob go down, Yoshi go up. Yoshi win trade.
Yes, sir. But hey, Slade's down, but not out. We'll see kind of what, you know, he can do here to switch it up a little bit, maybe find a bit more motivation, maybe find some good mix-ups to really kind of give him the edge.
What stage do you think would benefit Yoshi here?
I mean, Yoshi really wants platforms to be able to utilize that aerial drift, the great buttons, but at the same time, you have to be careful not to play too far into 8BitMan's hands.
Like, maybe like a Lilat or something like that would be decent. It does give a few additional angles for Rob to toss out some more pressure, but I really like Lilat for up air strings with Yoshi. Yoshis love to use those platforms. They can cover everything with like something like a neutral air or an up air.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, we can't really see what 8BitMan's banning here, but I feel like platforms are the name of the game if you're Yoshi.
Like, are we gonna go like with a super troll pick and get something like a Yoshi's and try to like kill him off the top really early? I think that you have to ban like 2 of the 3 of Triplats and Lilat. So it'll be interesting to see which one of those stays open. Maybe Battlefield will be the pick.
Yeah, I could see Battlefield being open here, but I mean, it's gonna be a toss-up. But like I said, wherever we're going, we get platforms because I cannot see Slade taking him to something like FD.
All right, let's see if they make fools out of both of us. No, it looks like Smashville. Yeah, smaller stage, harder for 8BitMan to like camp Yoshi out on the stage. Plus, one big platform allows Yoshi for sure to put on some good platform pressure.
Yeah, if you just kind of control center stage and get some good mobility and get some good combos going, it'd be a world of pain for the Rob. But I mean, that's the thing. If you let Rob set up, if you let Rob get a little bit of pressure on you, it can be devastating.
Like all of these forward airs right now, 8BitMan is perfectly content to get 2 or 3 conversions off of that just to allow Slade, or force Slade really, to use his double jump arm to get out of those situations.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Slade getting taken through the ringer there. Not a lot to do but feel the pain. But I'm liking these egg lays. Just great stuff. Putting 8BitMan on notice that you got to be careful, or else I will suck you up and I get a lot of 3% from that.
He dodges one projectile, but not the second, and then has to air dodge through the rotor arms.
Yeah, I'm liking this mobility from Slade, but it's very dangerous. But by a miracle, they are back onto the stage. Oh, I'm loving the air dodges here, and even though we got grabbed, it's devastating, and the down smash is devastating as well. But I really appreciate the movement Slade is putting in here, trying to out gambit 8BitMan.
He's doing a really good job. 8BitMan's pressure just sublime right now. It's resource exhaustion is the name of the game against Yoshi. If you can force out the double jump armor and then just swat him away with a couple forward airs, then your jank starts to work. Then your rotor arms will kill super early. You just have to force out that double jump first.
Yeah, keep pressure in mind. 8BitMan doing decent so far, getting extra percentage, getting launched up and about by Yoshi. Forward air, not going to kill either, but about 50%. Pretty scary.
What's the edge pressure here? It gets 1 egg, not going to convert the second, and then 8BitMan just jumps on with a neutral air. These wavelands are nice, but they're really not getting Slade too much out of it, but he does finally land the up smash, taking stock.
Yeah, super armors through that nair attempt from 8BitMan. A little bit of damage on there, and again, just kind of the neutral special from Yoshi, laying 8BitMan over and over and over again, getting some percentages here and there. But Slade is so deft at avoiding stuff like the gyros and the lasers. It is astounding to me.
His movement is really good. His problem seems to just be like opening up 8BitMan. And I mean, there's a reason why this is a top-ranked Rob player. Finally getting the double jump armor to go through the rotor arms, though. Tries for the forward air conversion. 8BitMan too sly for that, though.
Yeah, and again, we see Slade kind of go a little bit too greedy with the mashes and actually lose the grab for doing that. And that's what we saw in game 1. Very interesting to see kind of Slade's stuff here and looking for some fair spikes in hopes of finding something. Yeah, it's really good. And my goodness, and the mix-ups here too, kind of putting 8BitMan on notice.
He got the grounded release, and Rob's jab is really bad, so Yeah, perhaps Rob didn't really have a ton of good frame data, but clipped by the down smash. That's so unfortunate for Slade.
My goodness, what a fancy little thing by 8BitMan. It was cheeky, and I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to work, but hey, a stock is a stock at the end of the day, and a great 8BitMan, you'll take those any day of the week.
Trying to go deep and get something there, but 8BitMan is content to stall, use his projectiles, and use his gas off stage to prevent Slade from getting any of these off conversions that Yoshi's really known for.
Yeah, can we talk about how the egg bounced the gyro back and 8BitMan caught it anyway? Slick stuff, knowledge of the character. This man is confident and he knows the best way to use Rob's stuff. The awareness is unreal.
At 158 though, like there's a lot that Yoshi could do to end this stock, but 8BitMan is in no rush to run in.
Yeah, just keep calm, keep the stock, and you're doing a great job. And that's kind of just getting pelted by some eggs here and there, but so far, slowly but surely, staying alive. No gyro though means one less potent option on doing damage to this Yoshi.
Yeah, 8BitMan really just changed up his tempo. He just gone to the corner, and he's kind of like sharking a little bit. He goes to the corner, he tosses gyro at the center of the stage, catches it, and then he's ready to reset. Like he's gonna allow Slade to play with center stage all he wants, but it doesn't matter. He's going to have the resources he needs to actually get these conversions and get an early stock.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just Slade is not being able to close the distance, not being able to lay a finger on 8BitMan because 8BitMan's going wild right now. We saw that up Smash Almost Connect. He is going kooky.
He wants the 2-stock.
Yeah, doesn't want. Hey, I don't have to approach, so that's your job.
Gyro losing to the back air, but the second one gets 8BitMan back on stage. Tried, but could not turn it around. And Slade able to clean up that stock with the up air.
Yeah, Slade finally Slade finally got the stock rather, but now you're sending at 141%. And this is winner's side game for you, so it is very, very difficult to be able to kind of go out here, especially because you're at ledge. One option is all it really takes here. A grab will do it.
Underneath platform for sure, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff will do it. So just, you have to play the game of not getting touched. There's the grab. We're going to see the up throw. Yes, sir. Off the top, and Yoshi is gone. An impressive display of that defensive style from 8BitMan, sending him further in the winner's bracket.
This is the difference between those top-level players and those high-level players. 8BitMan was not flustered whatsoever by the fancy movement from Slade. You can dance all day, but if you don't hit Rob, then hey, you're going to be the one that's get chipped out by this projectile game.